Hi, I'm ScumbagSteve, and welcome to Player Stay Away, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Edition. There is still so much to do and so much to love. This game will be a joy to play and keep you engaged all the way through. The HD overall has made this game front and center for reasons that we need more, Nintendo. The expressions on characters' faces tell a story of their own and add so much to the context. Zelda has never been so humanized. Skyward Sword did a great job setting up the rest of the Legend of Zelda universe. Learning the origins of the Master Sword and the legendary cast of characters that come from Skyward Sword make this playthrough worth it on its own. And all of this without a single line of voice acting whatsoever. Skyloft is a beautiful place to call home, and it feels lively with all the NPCs going about their day. The bazaar is rich with character, and Nintendo did a great job fleshing out each shop attendant to make them feel unique. And the introduction of crafting and upgrading is a fresh take on the Legend of Zelda series. The combat feels great, and is something that I would not mind if they tried something similar in the future installments. The ability to finish downed opponents with a lunge to the heart makes taking out tougher enemies a breeze. Skyward Sword HD may be the game that makes me truly appreciate motion controls for the Switch. It wouldn't be The Legend of Zelda if it wasn't accompanied by an awe-inspiring soundtrack, and Skyward Sword is no different. There were a couple moments that made me laugh. I found it quite funny how you could go into anyone's home and use their bed to pass time, whether or not they were home. I got a good chuckle out of Link being able to stash away a lip balm into his pack for later use. Of course, the Indiana Jones scene where you're running and you're being chased by the massive boulder. But none of these compared to the scene where Link is getting dressed in his iconic tunic, and Zelda's father is just staring him, will not blink, looking him up and down whilst him getting dressed. Not only hilarious, but also disgusting if you really think about it. I did encounter some annoying things. I believe in my playthrough I felt the frame rate dip once, and it was during the second boss fight. And in the first dungeon of the game, there's a spider that has the possibility of halting your progress without reloading of the game and or dungeon. But these minor things aside, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch is a beautiful remake. I could not recommend this more to any Legend of Zelda fan. This is the first telling of the series. You're getting introduced to the lore of the Master Sword, and it's going to get people ready for Breath of the Wild 2, which will of course once again see Link up in the sky. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch has aged like a fine wine, and thankfully we can finally play it handheld. Once again, I've been ScumbagSteve. Thank you for stopping by, and let me know what you thought about the game in the comments. I'd love to discuss it with you. Take care.